Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's me, C Ballin, and here we are with episode 2 of how to prepare for Madden 21. Now in episode 1, as you saw, we are in the skills trainer here in Madden 21. As you saw in episode 1, during the overview, I did end up starting the basic offense. And again, there's so much that we went over. There's all of these that we're going to cover over the course of going through this series. Now, what I'm going to do for you today in episode 2 is we're going to continue the basic offense. Going in here, we went over ball carrier moves. And as you see, we got silver. So it was the drill only. In that drill, you learned the skills to be able to move with the running back, spin move, hurdling, the one cut, things like that. So if you missed that, be sure to check out episode 1. And now, before we dive into the advanced ball carrier moves, if you'd be so kind to give this video a thumbs up. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Now, without further ado, advanced ball carrier moves drill only for Madden 20. So it starts off here with the precision moves. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold the left trigger here on Xbox or L2 on PS4. And it says the ball carrier can perform precision moves. Precision moves have a higher fumble chance. So if you want to do as Tote Nasty would say, risk it for the biscuit, then by all means, hold L2 and have at it. But again, higher fumble chance, but it can affect multiple defenders. So now if you're in a situation where you're one-on-one and it's you and your opponent's user, you may not need this. But if you see two guys coming at you and you're like, all right, where's that left trigger, that L2 button? Well, here it is, right? So we're going to press A here. So when the defender is in range, you're going to hold the left trigger, press Y or triangle on PS4 to talking's hard. Perform a hurdle and score. Timing this correctly will fake out the defender. Don't time it correctly, you're not going to fake out the defender. Sounds simple enough, right? Let's see if I can do this. All right, so here we go. So we're going to start. Oh, nope, didn't do it. See, the hurdle was not properly performed. So therefore, we get a fail on that. So we're not going to get the gold. All right, precision truck, though. You hold left trigger. You press up on the right stick. That'd be the same on PS4 when the defender is in range to perform a precision truck. Wow! Really? Talking is hard. Don't try it at home. Well, actually, you should try it at home since that's where we're all stuck still, although things are starting to open up out there in the real world. All right. Here we go. We got this. Come on. All right. This is bad. This is bad in game. Again, this goes to show, though, with me doing this and me not editing this out and be like, oh, he's a YouTuber. He should be doing this perfectly. The reason why I'm not going to edit this out and you guys are going to see that I'm struggling to do this is I said in the overview, the whole purpose of doing this is not just to see what the basic skills are that Madden wants to go over, because these are things that can be translated from Madden to Madden, especially on the current consoles. But for those, like I said in the overview, I consider myself to be an average Madden player. I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one that wishes that he or she, because there's female Madden players, that want to get better at Madden. Doing these drills, practicing these drills gives you that basic foundational level of understanding of the controls and the timing. Keyword there, timing, because a lot of these animations that you're trying to get are determined based on how you time pressing the right button combination in order to perform these moves the way they're supposed to be performed. So yeah, no, I'm not going to edit this out and be like, oh, I'm just going to show me getting gold medal, baby. That's what it's about, the gold medal, gold or nothing. No, I want you guys to see that I struggle too. And that's okay, because this is my first time doing this. As you saw, I hadn't done this before. whole year. Madden 20's been out, since last August. Haven't even touched this until just the other day. Like I'm guilty of not exploring this, which is why I came up with the idea of the series as we get closer and closer to Madden 21 coming out here in the next couple months. So yeah, with that being said, go ahead, leave a comment below making fun of me. That's fine. I look forward to reading it. Okay. With that being said, we've got this next drill where we got to tap and release the left trigger to perform I'll be honest, I don't know how to pronounce this, Hesi move while running and score, Hesi. I don't know what this is. Well, in the words of the genie.
Well, I feel sheepish.
Yeah, I can't believe I did not pick up that this move was the hesitation move. I've never seen it abbreviated like that. Guess I've been living under a rock. Anyways, back to the task at hand with going over these drills. So tap and release the left trigger. Okay. Okay, so we tapped it and we released it. Not sure what it did, but speed moves. Ball carriers can also perform speed moves by holding, well, we know right triggers, the turbo boost basically. They have a low fumble chance, but can only affect one defender. Okay, so speed juke. Hold right trigger and move the right stick to the right to perform a juke while running and score. Okay. Well, that we finally got one, guys. We finally got one. The crowd goes wild. The crowd goes wild. Because I'm hitting the microphone. All right. Speed spin. So same thing. We're going to hold right trigger and press B to spin. We can do a spin-a-rooney. There we go. Whoop. And another one. As DJ Khaled would say. Precision celebration. Hold the left trigger and right trigger while pressing A to celebrate and score. Oh, yeah. Work it, son. See, we're on a roll now. It was a rough start. Everyone's trying to wake up. We're just getting on Madden for the day. Everyone's trying to wake up. It's okay. We just had to find our groove. That's what we had to do. We had to find our groove. So hold right stick up while running into the back of an engaged lineman to perform push the pile and score. All right, so we're going to run right behind the lineman. Well, nope, we didn't get right behind him. Fail. We squeaked it out. We squeaked it out. We couldn't even get a silver. That's bad juju's right there. So if we return to the tutorial menu, you'll see. So we've got 40% complete for that. Now, again, we're gonna go ahead and continue this real quick. The whole purpose of this episode is to go through the basic offense. So passing mechanics is up next. So we're gonna learn about the new QB mechanics that were implemented in Madden 20. Now, again, Madden 21 coming up, they're probably gonna have other new mechanics for the QB, quite possibly, especially with Lamar Jackson being on the cover of the game. So therefore, with that, definitely you would want to check this out and see, okay, well, Madden 20, they did this for the QB. Now in Madden 21, what are they doing? And you can compare the two and see what they did differently. So it's all about the QB now. Well, at least a lot of the competitor players are hoping that it's all about the QB, because this year everyone, considered it to be a joke that it was all about the run game. Me, I love the run game. I think it needs to be more balanced, But, the run game is just as much part of football as passing is. So all these people saying they should just do away with the run game, that's ludicrous. And I'm not talking about the musician, the actor. You know what I mean. But all right, passing mechanics. There's 5 ways to throw the ball. You got the bullet, the lob, the touch, the high, and the low. There's some people that honestly probably didn't know that. I'm one that I knew of them. Now, I'll be honest, I don't know how to do all of them, but that's what we're here for, and that's what we're about to learn. The user can decide on how they want to throw the ball based on the situation of the play. or simply if you see the guy's using the person that you want to throw it to, but you can see that if you throw a low ball that you could squeak it in past the user skills of your opponent, by all means, have at it, throw the low ball, and there you go. So bullet pass, you just hold down the receiver icon, and as long as you just hold it down, it'll just zip the ball right to him. So as you see, the receiver icon is B in this case. We're just going to hold it down, and there you go. We're going to wait till he cuts towards the sideline there, though. So we're going to drop back, and boom, just like that. Just hold it down. Simple enough, right? Simple enough. Okay. Lob pass, you're going to tap. So this time you just give it the good old Happy Gilmore treatment. Good old tap, tap, taparoo. All right. And you just lob it up, wait for him to finish his drop back. Lob pass accurate. There you go. Touchdown. Okay. Touch pass. Now, this is one that I don't normally utilize. So you press and release the receiver icon to throw a medium strength touch pass. Okay. So now this is where you kind of got to determine what's kind of the in between. You hold it down too long, it turns into a bullet pass. If you just tap it, it's a touch pass. Or I'm sorry, it's the lob pass. Now, if we press it, don't hold it for too long, just press it and then release. Then it'll be that medium strength, kind of a floater, if you will. So we're trying to do that in this point in time. Again, it's B. We're gonna wait for him to make the cut, and then we're gonna throw the floater. All right, and press. See, there it is, touch pass. Wha-bam! All right, so now with the high pass, now this time you're going to have to hold the left bumper, or if you're on PlayStation 4, it would be L1, and then press the receiver icon to throw the high pass. Okay, again, it's the same receiver icon, B, for every one of them. So we're holding it, and there you go, high pass. And you see how he went up and caught it? So I can't do the replay on here, but like the high pass, he went up to do that, right? So low pass, you're going to hold left trigger, or for all you PS4 users, L2. So you've got the left bumper or L1 to throw high. Then you've got the left trigger or L2 to throw low. Okay. Keep it drag it home. You're writing all this down. Good. Okay. Oh, wow. I should have waited. We were doing so good, too. We were doing so good. And then we screwed up at the very end. Okay. That's not all, though. We got a second tutorial going on right here. So we're going to do pass mechanics tutorial number 2. Hopefully this time it actually gives us some defenders. No, not really. Okay, so we're going to learn about when to use, okay, very important. It's one thing to know the different, pass mechanics, the lob, the touch, the bullet, things like that. But now it's not only teaching you those, now it's showing you when it is at best to utilize each one of those different throwing mechanics. So bullet passes are used to quickly get the ball to the receiver and should only be used when there is no defender in the clear path of the ball. So if you've got someone that you see playing a zone, or you've got the user that's right there as my phone goes off, that you see that if you were to throw that ball and you were to bullet to them, that they could just go whoop and take it away from you. You don't want to do that. That would be very, very bad. Very, very bad. But in this case, it's going to show you. So a good route to throw a bullet pass is on an out route, because you wait for them to break towards the sideline. And then you could also use the left stick to pass lead the ball to the sideline. But I'm sure there'll be a drill to get into pass lead and all that kind of stuff. So we're not going to dive too deep into that at this point in time. But here we go. So we're going to wait for him to make his break towards the sideline. And then we're going to bullet pass the ball to the B receiver, which is also the only receiver. Here we go. And just like that, see? How there was no clear, because he was following him, but as he broke towards the outside, the defender wasn't going to get there. So we were able to just bullet that real quick. He was able to catch it. Then from there, you could have held A and, made sure you possession catch it and all that jazz. And again, we'll get into that as the series progresses. So it's also good to throw on an in route as well. So you got your out routes and your in routes. Basically, you're throwing away from the defender as the receiver is cutting either in towards the middle of the field or out towards the sideline is what we're doing on these throws right here. So again, he's going to go up the field. You're going to drop back. You're going to wait. And then just like that, there you go, and get down. Now, again, that's just for the bullet pass. Now you have the lob pass here that, they put the most air underneath it. So definitely, what comes to mind is when you're streaking a receiver downfield and you see right off the line, especially if your defender is pressing your receiver, and if you've got the speed advantage and you're able to get off the press rather quickly, and you go through that, and then as soon as he has a step on the defender, you just lob it up and you just let him run downfield and catch it. I mean, there you go. That's usually a good instance for that. So again, it says most air under the ball allows you to drop the pass over the defender's head, which is essentially what you want to do. So it's going to go, good route to throw it. See, streak route. Very first one. Go figure. So again, we're just going to lob it. Here we go. We're going to wait. And then just didn't need to touch anything else. You can press X to rat catch it and run in for the score. For those that don't know, X, on Xboxes to throw, not to throw, but to, do the run and catch, And then also you have a post route. So you see the post as it's not an in route, right? You're not going in a straight 90-degree angle for the post route. You're kind of going up. It's up, and then it's like a slant there, So you're going down the field about about 10 yards. You're going vertically down the field, and then you're cutting in, and you're going at an angle, kind of like towards, if we were closer to the end zone there, you would be running this route towards that left pylon there, in that end zone that you see down the field there. So we're going to wait for him to make his cut, and then we're going to throw that lob pass. So we're going to wait, and then just throw it up. He catches it, rat catch it. There you go. I know, it's a lot easier when you don't have, 7, 8 guys blitzing at you like you do when you're playing like MUT head-to-head or things like that. But again, this is just to get the timing and realize, oh, hey, if my receiver's throwing a post route, or throwing a post route. Really? I said that. Yeah, well, what can I say? It's the worldwide interwebs. But if he's running a post route, now you know that depending on how your opponent's defense is playing, you'd want to lob it to him. There may be some instances, though, in that post route where, again, as it said when it was talking about the bullet pass, if your defender has no clear path to the ball, you could, especially if your opponent's blitzing you and sending more guys at you than you have blocking, and you need to get rid of it quickly, and that post route's going to be open, rather than just getting it and lobbing it up, you could bullet pass. I mean, just because it says, oh, well, I can only throw. No, you can still, it depends on the situation. And as we go, that's what you're going to realize. It just depends on the situation as to, how you're going to be able to throw these type of passes. But enough of jabbering. Let's get on with it. Touch pass is next. Again, it's the medium strength pass. It's used to drop the ball over the head of an underneath defender or in front of deeper coverage. So, the lob pass, you're going to be going, and it's going to be going deep. And so if you've got your opponent sitting there with, a safety over the top, and he's also got his users underneath, and you're like, well, how do I throw it in between so that way it goes over his user, but it doesn't go to where the safety can make a play on the ball? Here's where the touch pass comes into play, right? So press and release the receiver icon to throw a medium strength touch pass and make the catch. So you're going to see, so it's an in route. So again, the in route also, you had a bullet pass. Now you also know about the touch pass. So we're going to go, and then we're going to just touch. Now they were both there. That was bad though. I should have waited till he cut further in. But it says the touch pass was not detected, but it was. I pressed the button and released it. That's what you do with a touch pass. Press and release the receiver icon to throw a medium touch pass and make the catch. So again, we're doing on another in route. So we're going to press, and he's just not getting open. He's not getting open. I need to wait. That was the AI's fault there. The AI did not get open. All right, high passes put the most arc on the ball and are effective when your receiver has a height or agility advantage. So for those of you that want to use the Megatrons of the world, or you have a receiver with super high, like 99 agility or what have you, here's where we get these high passes coming into play. So we're going to press it. We're going to immediately hold LB and then throw the high pass. Immediately. Keyword immediately. That was high pass accurate? How was that accurate? That was not an accurate pass. I don't care what anybody says. There you go. See? Aggressive catch. So like your Megatrons of the world holding the left bumper or L1 on PS4 and then immediately throwing it. Now on the opposite end of that spectrum, you've got the low pass where you're going to be throwing it, this close to the ground. So only your receiver can make a play on the ball. And that's why like a lot of guys hate when you've got someone that you're going up against and they're passing the ball, which first of all is a rarity in Madden 20, but that's beside the point. But even if he is, and all he's doing is throwing low after low after low after low after low ball, makes it really a pain in the you-know-what to try and intercept those balls. But that's why they do it, though. They know that. So with that being said, we're going to throw it here again. You hold left trigger or L2 if you're playing on PS4 to throw the low ball. And again, that's immediately. You want to hold it immediately. If you know right off the rip, hey, I'm going to throw a low ball, then by all means, as soon as you hike the ball, just hold it. Here we go. Like, see? Holding it. And then just whoop. See, look at that. See how he caught it down at, like, his kneecap? Like between his ankle and his kneecap, he bent over. That's how you know that you threw the low ball. Okay, so we're doing it again. All right, so we're going to throw it to B, the highlighter receiver. So we're going to hold it, and then, well, if Patrick Mahomes, that was not an accurate pass. I don't care what EA says right there. That was not an accurate pass. That was not. But all right, we're going to go ahead and return to the tutorial menu. All right, we'll go ahead and finish this up. As you see, it's still 40% complete. We've only completed 2 out of the 5 drills. We did not complete all of the passing mechanics. But again, I just wanted to show you some of the passing mechanics, some of the advanced ball carrier moves. We're already, we're sitting at, almost 23 minutes here. Didn't want to go too long. But hopefully you enjoyed this. And for those of you that didn't know about all the different passing mechanics, sit here, get into this passing mechanics tutorial and drill. Right there, I was still going through the tutorials. I hadn't even gotten to the drill yet. So probably offline, I'll go ahead and finish that up. And then when we revisit this, we'll go ahead and do backed up at the goal line next. And then we'll move on to... I'm thinking for the next episode that we'll move on to basic defense, which basic defense, what it has in there is you've got your tackling mechanics, your pass rush, your hit stick, and your red zone defense. So with that being said, again, if you liked this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Really hope you enjoyed it. Also, again, I know I hadn't mentioned this earlier, but I also stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/C Ballin Gaming. There'll be no stream today. However, tomorrow night, we will be streaming some Weekend League, probably around 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you have not yet been to the Twitch channel, again, that's twitch.tv/C Ballin Gaming. But until next time, it's been me, C Ballin, and I got to go.